Hi guys, Mr Giles here. This is episode 7 of my Let's Play AAR/AAR of the United Kingdom, Hearts of Iron 3. Very fun, enjoying it so far. Now there are a few changes I'd like to think. I've had a few changed my strategy I think I'm going to do. Rather than just sitting these armoured units here, I am going to rush them forward to the front line. We should have 2 here. And we'll put the armoured corps in reserve. I still do want to do my amphibious strategy. I do think this would work. Oh, sorry. Shouldn't have done that. Still needs to update. Still going to do that. I still want to land in Tobruk or even Benghazi. But someone, I think it was Stormforger, thank you very much for this by the way, pointed out that in my first carrier fleet I have carrier air groups which are organised all separately. And actually I did know you could do this, but I don't know why I haven't done it. I suppose I came to the conclusion that it was less efficient to do so, but I don't see why I did that. You can actually merge these carrier air groups to be so that you have two wings or more, even if you want, then rather than having you know, how is it? I don't know how many it is. Rather than having 2, 4, 6, 8, rather than having 8 separate rings, you can have 4 groups of 2, which means that we can maximise my commanders more efficiently. So obviously Bohel will stay, he's a very good commander. Shepherd, I will swap out for Steel. He's quite good. I would like to have a spotter, however, with this fleet, and I will have Juba du Lafay. And the reason I'm doing this is because I suppose I came to the conclusion that it's akin to the land order of battle, is that for every number of units you have under your hierarchy, you know, the traits become less expressed. But I suppose that's not actually true for air wings. I do need to ensure that however, that the stacking penalty for carrier air groups hasn't changed. Otherwise, it's not really going to work out that carrier fleet quite as well as I'd hoped to. You can see I can invite Australia and New Zealand to my faction here. Hopefully that shouldn't antagonise Japan, but they will reinforce my position somewhat in the Pacific. And although it might just get them killed, you know, I hope that that's going to help. I'm going to guarantee the independence of Poland. Yes, I will guarantee the independence of Poland. You know, we will go for a historical route. So yes, you can read that if you want. So now Poland is in the Allies as well, which would actually, more importantly than anything, just give me knowledge of what Germany has in the east. I've just done that. So you can see where it says my research is inefficient, and I know it's inefficient, but I'm not going to change that. And because the reason is I don't really see how it's inefficient to have techs ahead of time. I see it's inefficient to be investing too much in one tech, or too much in one area, but I don't think I am. I think I've sort of managed to broadly increase my my knowledge whilst I've been neglecting techs which I know I'm not going to use, like my destroyers, for instance, and my submarines, and you know, even like my close air support wings and stuff like that. You know, I'm not going to invest in them, so I don't see why I should have to feel that I invest in them. Right, I'm going to take this corps down to India, well, Burma actually, whilst I remember. And finally, something I also remember I forgot in the last episode was to attach this to the nearest command chain, which is too far away for now, but I'm going to keep it like that, out of radio range, so we won't be getting any benefits from that. Yeah, well, we're doing okay. I think we're alright so far. The radar station in Malta I'm quite tempted to upgrade, at least to a level 7. Try a level 7. Luckily my my electronic engineering practical is very good now, so is my theory, so it doesn't take long to build these. Whereas Germany, I've actually had quite a lot of difficulty getting up some good radar stations. Britain seems to be able to churn them out very quickly, you know, as they did in reality. Britain did have sort of a very advanced radar network prior to the Battle of Britain in 1940. So, you know, Britain did actually have those. Poland is mobilising. Maybe they're going to... Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm going to give up. I'm going to rage quit. It's all over. There's not Z. It's not a Z. It's an S. I'm sorry. It's not mobilising. It's mobilising, isn't it? It's horrible. It's not a Z. I hate it when Americans do that. It's not a Z in words. Zs should not be used. They're heresy. Heresy. I'm telling you, heresy. I will just... I've got some more infantry coming out. This one will just be deployed straight into the home army. They're not going to do anything spectacular at this. Might be even reserves. There may be reserves. I'm not really certain yet. We'll put Percival in charge. He has more traits. We'll put Thorn. We put these guys in Norwich. Or Peterborough. Peterborough for now. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my home army. I know I won't be able to hold if Germany invades, and I know they have transports, but I reckon I can hold them off. And I seem to have quite good knowledge of the coastline in the south. And I know the coastline in the north I have almost no. Oh, Denmark is mobilising as well. Maybe where everyone's going to rush Germany. Could we even do that? That'd be funny. Yes, I could, but I'm not going to. We'd lose. France is mobilising. Everyone's mobilising except for me. Maybe I should mobilise. No, I'll only mobilise once Germany mobilises. I don't really see the point in mobilising before that, to be honest. So we have our armour in position now. I quite like this, by the way. It seems to be that the miners are actually mobilising, whereas I know frequently war used to start and miners wouldn't even mobilise before war came to them. Even war, when it was pretty much inevitable, wouldn't mobilise, which seems a bit stupid. I'm going to put in another carrier now. HMS Illustrious. Yeah, we're going to put that in. We need a greater naval strength. We need greater strength in everything, actually. But the navy is something which definitely Britain can't afford to neglect. I know as Japan, I have actually previously over-focused on the navy. I hope I'm not doing that right now. I do kind of feel as if I am. But then again, I do also feel that, you know, especially in the early game, that the navy is probably the most important thing that Britain has. I mean, it's the only thing which can really defend the home isles, and it's the only really thing that it can launch against. It can launch against the Italians. Now, France actually seems quite strong, but then France always seems quite strong. France always seems quite strong when they never are. Obviously, no one would ever assault this line, the Maginot Line. Level 10 land fort. And then, of course, if we consider what Germany has in the east, it's very, you know, Poland doesn't stand a chance. One lucky thing about the German AI is it seems to be a lot of garrisons. And garrisons aren't great, actually. They don't have great stats. They're pretty good at defence. They're no good at attack. They can't move, essentially. They have, like, they move at 1 kilometre an hour, so they'll be outrun by the slowest thing in the world. So, yeah, I wouldn't build garrisons. I know they're somewhat cheaper in IC and they're somewhat cheaper in leadership, but I'm not really sure it's worth it, to be honest. We got a good tech there. Blitzkrieg level 3. The phone is going, but I'm not going to answer it this time because it always seems to be that the phone just disrupts everything. It won't be anyone in the middle of the day anyway, so. What are you going to do? Whoa, look at this. Look at these stacks here. They're big stacks. This is when you realise that Britain has a small army, by the way. Might build some more planes. The reason I'm building multi-roles is because they have a slightly longer range than interceptors. And their stats are more rounded than interceptors as well. So rather than having to focus purely on everything, I can focus on multi-roles and not feel like I'm completely neglecting my my bomber wings, because of course multi-roles are all rightish at bombing. You know, I wouldn't use them extensively, but I hope I have my message settings set correctly. Because I've often, well, you know, you have to. It's imperative that you have those set correctly. Things like pause, pop up on naval combat and things like that. That's very important. Anyway, I'd like to thank anyone that's actually got to this point, by the way, because I've realised it's a bit boring right now. Nothing's really happening. It just seems to be a lot of me talking, or me rambling, more accurately, whilst we're waiting for war. And you know, if you have reached this point, you know, I really appreciate it. You know, I did say I was kind of making these videos for myself as much as I was for anyone, but you know, I am, of course, making them for you guys. I do want to share my experiences. I do really enjoy playing Hearts of Iron. I do really enjoy making this Let's Play. The map looks so much nicer. I can't believe how much nicer it is. Oh, actually, that's the point. Have they made Istanbul? Oh, no. I thought they had already done that. I thought... Oh, no, sorry. I got mixed up with Shaanxi. So, yes. Japan has annexed Xinjiang. So, Japan has essentially unified China. And you can see it sort of looks like China. Mongolia still looks a bit big to me, but I think that's actually realistic. Yeah, it's quite bad for me. Tibet is still standing, but I'm just hoping that... I don't think they actually do have passage. If I would be screwed if they did have passage. It seems to be that they could invade through Siam, which I know Japan does do. So that Siam will join the might join the Allies, the Axis even. Sorry. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up a defensive line against Siam. I realise I've been neglecting my order of battle here slightly, and this is going to be just a very thin line. I'm not going to be able to hold the line here. Yes, I'm not going to be able to hold the line here at all. Full stop. I don't know whether to point Montgomery down here. I'm going to put Slim in charge. Montgomery is quite good. He's not the best commander in the world. I don't think he was the best commander in the world in reality either, but I don't think that's really an issue we need to worry about. Yeah, but looking at these German stacks in Slovakia, it definitely appears that the main German thrust is going to come from the south, actually not from the west or from the north, from where you'd expect it to be, which is a little bit strange for me because there isn't actually much to conquer in the south of Poland. I mean, they have, is it 1 or 2 VPs down here? They have one in Lwów. I can't say that at all, by the way, and one in Krakow. But you know, Warsaw and Lodz and Danzig, and Grodno are the big ones in the north, and they sort of seem to be ignoring them. Not that we, of course, expect the AI to know that it was neglecting various theatres and things. So we've got one of our armoured divisions finished right now, and that's going to prompt me to build some more infantry, actually. I mean, one armour core at the moment, I know you might think it seems a bit small, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'll build 2. But you know, it's efficient for now. You know, we're not going to be invading Europe anytime soon. We're not going to be suiciding our divisions like the British AI does. We're going to be thinking quite carefully about various things. I should have clicked on that. So we've got waypoint. No tank commanders. There we are. Right. They seem to have changed some of the transport order priorities, by the way. So it's not quite as I'm used to it. Not quite what I'm used to anyway. But I'm going to build some more infantry again. You can't have enough infantry. You know, the Soviet Union will teach you can't have enough infantry. Things happen so fast on Speed 5. It's like watching a racing car. I'm actually going to teach you a little tip. Oh, good, I thought it had crashed. A little tip from Mr Giles here, which is if you order your transport fleet into a province, and then, well, obviously you all know you can do this, you can actually move things back on to the transport flotilla by control clicking, and you can see they do that, which is, you know, lots of people argue that that shouldn't be allowed because it's very gamey, but it sort of makes things quicker, and I use it quite a lot because I suppose I am quite a gamey player at the moment. Right, I've noticed our stockpile of cash is running a bit low, so I'm gonna see if I can find someone to sell supplies to. I expect the Soviets will have their supply needs sorted out by now. I can declare war on them. I'm not gonna do that. Let's see if I'm asking them to buy and sell even. How much do we need? We need 30 supplies. Seems like quite a lot to me, but we'll do it anyway. We have a large supply stockpile anyway. Yeah, Poland is really screwed. Hungary just joined the Axis, so I'd hate to think what's going to happen right now. They do slightly better if they were to pull some of their divisions off the Eastern Front, but they won't do that because the AI won't. I'm going to deploy one of my multi-roles into the interceptor wing just to reinforce it, really. I'm not going to be using them. That's going to be purely used for fighting. It's going to be purely used for fighting. You know, as most things in the armed forces are used for. Yes. I don't know what I need more of right now. Right now I need more. I'm going to build a tactical bomber wing. I haven't built one yet. And my officer ratio is dropping, so I'm going to focus on infantry warfare can go up. Nav tactics can come out. I should have looked at this earlier. Carrier group doctrine. I'll put that back in. I'm saving apparently. I didn't mean that was sort of like an instinctive thing to do there. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, so because of course in reality the Soviet Union invaded Poland as well, as agreed by the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. But Hearts of Iron can't model that because Poland joins the Allies, which means that the Soviet Union would end up at the war with the Allies if they invaded. I know some mods handle that in quite a clever way, but I'm not really sure how it all works. Mods work really. I only have really quite rudimentary knowledge of mod making myself. I'm pumping up some of my officers. I want to get this back up to 140% at least for well, at least being the maximum possible. It's not really at least at all. Yeah, 140% officer ratio really gives you a lot of bonuses. I would recommend that you try to keep it. Wasting IC. It's July now, so war really will be coming soon. I can't remember when Danzig or War triggers. I think it's September, but they can trigger it slightly early or slightly late. Of course, we don't know how this is going to play out at all. Well, I hope, but I'm not sure. Perhaps I should start patrolling, but I know that I don't want to be using my fuel quite yet. We will put in another 2 light cruisers because they take quite a long time to build, and we want some of our Crown Colony class, Sheffield and Glasgow. Sheffield and Glasgow not being colonies of the United Kingdom, by the way, but apparently they are. Glasgow being a very pleasant place to be. Ooh, sorry, I'm yawning. Very unprofessional. There we are again. I said professional again. Apparently you can play a game professionally. Yeah, so I'm hoping to record quite a lot again tomorrow, but I know I said this already, but I wouldn't expect many videos over this weekend or the end of this week because I'm going up to Cambridge for my brother's graduation. So I'm not going to be here and I'm not going to have access to the internet, and it's going to be very inconvenient for me to record. I might get some recording done, but obviously I can't upload it. So you might think the reason I'm doing a lot now is because I'm insane, and it's actually not. It's just because I don't want to leave you guys with nothing to watch at all. So I would warn you, don't try to watch all these videos at one time, otherwise you will run out, because I am going to be uploading them sporadically, sort of occasionally, rather than constantly at a regular rate. So if you watch all of them, then you're going to run out. Okay, so Germany is mobilising, which is going to prompt me to mobilise immediately, because we don't want to be caught out. I don't think Italy is mobilised quite yet, but I don't think that really matters. Italy doesn't even need to mobilise. They might as well not bother, to be honest. What am I doing? Yeah, that makes more sense. Oh, I have no idea what am I doing. I was trying to reorganise this, so one division went here, one division went there. Yeah. Still. Yeah, sorry, that was a total loss of brain function there. I do have a lot of those. A lot of total losses of brain function. My predominant argument is that it happens during exams, which is a lie as well. Yeah, our officer ratio is dropping, so I don't like that. We're going to put another tactical bomber wing in, because I'm feeling ambitious. And don't neglect your attacks, guys. Attacks are good. They're not quite as good as hard attack as close air support is, but I prefer them because they're a little bit more versatile and have more range. I also don't intend on fighting armoured head-on. I do intend on outnumbering them, not being reliant on air support for that. But that may be a flaw strategy. Yeah, Italy really needs to start thinking about what it's actually going to send here, because these armoured divisions will smash through here. Having a mountain, and these will be 2 brigades, remember, as well. So having 8 brigades of mobile forces and 12 brigades of mobile forces here is going to smash through 4 infantry brigades with apparent ease, even if the terrain is advantageous for them. Oh, not here. They're going to die in desert. Oh, what's that? Did anyone see where that was? Radar station. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, what's happened? I don't remember doing anything there. Sorry, I just noticed we're wasting quite a lot of IC. Wow, is that all the time it took for me to mobilise? Oh, that's nothing. Well, they're still under strength. Still not fully organised yet. I won't be starting war until I'm fully organised, at least. But if I do a preemptive strike, I think I will. Actually, that's a point. I need to definitely need to start thinking about making my naval units. So I'm going to be putting sorry. I'm going to be putting my my anti-submarine fleets out into the areas where Japan does not do any convoy raiding here. Where Germany and Italy do their classic convoy raiding. I would do it here. This is quite a raided area, being only 1 province wide or 1 sea zone wide. But I don't want to expose my anti-submarine fleets to any potential enemy action. And I will be sending out my my destroyers. I will put them on aggressive stance, and the reason I'm putting them on aggressive stance is so that they will engage enemy units. We do want them to engage enemy units. They will die, I know that. I'm not expecting these destroyers to win or survive more than a few seconds, to be honest. But we're not overly interested in that. I don't want to keep them alive. I just want to make sure that no one is sneaking up on me and that I know where enemy units are. I sort of done this a bit wrong. This unit should be deployed here. They should be patrolling the Scottish coast, and this unit should be patrolling the Danish coast. The green makes it look misleadingly strong. It's not true at all. This is not a particularly strong screen I've got going on here. I will put some patrols out in the... What's going on here? Convoy raiding. I set these to the wrong mission. I do apologise. Convoy raiding. I'm setting my anti-submarine fleets to convoy raiding. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's quite funny. I'm also going to send, whilst I still remember, Cape Town Diomede down to reinforce my carrier fleet, and also I've noticed that I still haven't really got enough scouts out at the moment this particular second. They're all whizzing about. It looks quite funny. Singapore, they've got some attached to the Singapore HQ. That's not... I did it, convoy raiding! I don't want to convoy raid. I want to patrol. Patrol. Sorry. They won't be getting many bonuses from this, by the way. It's just the thought of them being attached to the Singapore HQ is hilarious. In fact, I might have done that for quite a lot of my fleets without even noticing it. Yes, I have. Reserve screens, I'll keep a few of those back. Yeah. The areas that I would like to patrol are those that I don't have sight over, which is annoyingly difficult to see. So I am going to be patrolling this area here. I do anticipate these destroyers to be lost extremely quickly. You know, this close to the Italian mainland, they will just die. But equally, you know, I do need to see what's going on. Even if that does mean I lose some destroyers, you know, I'm not using them for anything anyway, as you've probably noticed. I'm also going to split off 2 more destroyer flotillas and send them to Singapore. Not to Singapore, but to Gibraltar. And I'm hoping, for the love of God, right now that Japan does not enter the war. Yeah, I really don't want Japan in this. It would be terrible. I don't know if I'm patrolling too much. I reckon I could lose too much. That's fine. So you can sort of see what I'm patrolling right now. I will set... If anything gets close, I will intercept it with my fleets. But I'm a little bit apprehensive at the moment. I'm feeling a little bit... I'm not feeling very confident. Right now. Yeah, you can probably hear like the sounds of suburbia in the background at the moment. That's because I am in Siberia. I am in Siberia. It's very cold. Oh, here we go. We're at war. So they triggered the last the Atlantic War Last Chance of Peace event, and they did go to war. So I'm quite pleased I did actually just reorganise everything. Yes. So whilst I still remember, I'm going to combine the third carrier fleet with these destroyers. I just need these. I hope these aren't slowing it down. No, they're not. Which is good. And we will send out our submarine squadrons to convoy raid on passive stance. Obviously, we don't want them to be intercepted by the Italians. Yeah, we'll take the transit rights. I doubt I'll use them for anything, to be honest. But the other good thing about convoy raiding is that it does actually give you a little bit more visibility. Again, yep, we'll be taking Canada. Definitely, we want Canada in this. Invite to faction. Unlikely. We'll try anyway. Unlikely is more likely than impossible, so we'll definitely be trying that. We'll get rid of this. We'll be enacting our laws. War economy, it goes to total economic mobilisation, and service by requirement, and yes, so we will be going through to mixed industry because consumer goods orientation no longer gives any bonuses, and censored press, yeah, we'll be taking that. Yeah, consumer goods orientation no longer gives any bonuses during wartime. So, what I'm going to do immediately is to check that we're not at war with Japan or Italy. We are just at war with Germany for now. My first mission will just be to test their anti-aircraft defences, and I will be bombing Dusseldorf as my first strategic bombing. We'll be setting it to defensive stance. I want them to disengage if they get too mauled up. And I will be setting it to a cone attack on Essen as well, if that's necessary. Offer alliance? No, I don't want. Ask for transit rights. I'm asking for transit rights because I'm thinking I might try the Baltic operation right at the moment. Yes. These are my reserve carrier air groups. Don't let me forget about these. I wish I put them in Norwich, actually. Slightly better positioning for that. I also want to try and see if I can catch enemy fleets whilst... Oh, crap. Sorry, that was absolutely appalling of me there. I should have slowed down. Okay, Manchukuo is mobilising. That doesn't mean anything. Good. Definitely should have slowed down there. I do apologise for that. We're going to be building one marine division now. We can take reserves off, obviously, because it's no longer going to help us. Well, we have two, actually. What else do we need? We need some more air support. We always need more air support as Britain. We'll build one wing for now. And in anticipating taking convoy losses, I will put in 2 convoys and 1 escort. I do need to make sure that I'm not overly concerned about losing my convoys, but yeah, we don't want to just lose them all immediately. Well, we got... Sorry, I wish I'd seen that. Well, we did quite well. We took it down to 5, and they did intercept us because we have taken damage. But, yeah, okay. So, what are we going to do? We're going to be... Speed 1 or Speed 2, I think, is probably better, to be honest. It's very tempting to try and smash enemy fleets whilst we still can, before the war has even started in earnest. Well, we'll see how our air wings get on here. I've just activated the log, if you haven't noticed. Yeah, we can see that there are enemy fleets out here. So I'm going to see if I can interfere with this, and I can see if I can intercept it. I will be sending these into naval raid, naval strike, on aggressive stance. Right, okay, so here we go. Pop up and spores, so this is where it really excels. Yeah, you can tell. This is why heavy cruisers suck, by the way. Even one outdated battle fleet will absolutely rip a fleet reliant on heavy cruisers to absolute. You can see we're winning this quite a lot. Royal Oak is targeting Colne. We're not taking any significant damage quite yet. Queen Elizabeth has taken a hit. You can see Colne is already deorganised. Oh, excellent, we got some subs as well. If nothing, we're just deorganising these, and they're going to take a while to repair. Remember, it is 10 hours on standard before... the average is 10 hours. Well, the set value is 10 hours before you can retreat from a naval combat. So, I would call that a victory for us. We haven't taken down any enemy ships, but I'm not overly concerned about that. You can see how good our visibility is. Never neglect this, guys. You definitely don't want to be ignoring visibility this early on in the game. Or indeed at any point in the game. You can see again here our visibility is excellent. This is as a result of patrolling and of our radar stations. We can still avoid Canada. We're going to move this up to speed 2. It's so tempting to try and... No, that's a submarine fleet, we won't get that. I know these destroyers are going to take some horrible losses, I understand that. We're going to take off this naval strike. We don't want them to throw their lives away. Make sure we adjust our reinforcement necessary. We've taken some damage. If this was any more damage, I would think about taking it home and repairing it, but I don't think we need to do that right now. I mean, Italy just looks so weak. It's quite tempting to invade them, but I'd like to see if I can catch a little bit more of the Kriegsmarine off guard, to be honest. Tell me where that core is. Alright, I'm going to take some divisions over to Lowestoft, and what we're going to do is we're going to try a small raid. And don't worry, I'm not going to. This is not a suicide invasion. This is a raid. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to try. Once some of these divisions have moved out the way, I'm going to see if I can catch some of their ships before. Well, I don't want to just go in there undefended. If you shift click, by the way, shift right click, you don't need to go through the naval order button. You can just. Yeah, okay, there's nothing there. You can just, it does it automatically. We'll set these back to patrol. I should have appointed some commanders to some of these ships, by the way. Yeah, we're doing quite well. Not that anything has really happened quite yet. Are we at war? No, we found a fleet. You can see our strategic bombers is having a little bit of difficulty right now. Oh yes, I'm definitely cancelling this order. Yeah, they're really ripped up. As I suspected, and Germany's air defences are quite strong, but our impact on Dusseldorf is that I have I've destroyed quite a lot of IC here. You can't see it because I haven't got visibility at this current time. I'm losing metal. I'm going to see if I can trade with the USA. They are aligning themselves to me, so I'm hoping that majors. Oh, why am I clicking on Europe? What's our relation with them? I don't have great relations, it has to be said. I always neglect my relations with people. We're quite far down. We're not terrible, but we're not that far up. Well, I asked them for 25 metal. Yeah, Poland is screwed. You didn't need me to tell you that. Oh, I saw something. I expect these would just be subs. Yeah, they're just subs. There is an off chance, of course, that these destroyers would actually catch enemy submarines and things. That's a very small chance. You can see that even our old battleships have hardly taken any hits at all. They've hardly taken any significant. You can see here that we've intercepted an enemy air group. Looks like a naval wing to me. Some multi-rolls and things. Combined with some navs. We are convoy raiding around Italy. We're not at war with Italy yet, so obviously we aren't actually doing anything. I'm wary that declaring war on Italy also means that I declare war on Japan as well, so I'm a little bit reluctant to do that. So if you have been thinking why I'm not doing that, that is the reason. I just wish I had greater visibility over this, to be honest. Can never have enough visibility. Never have enough visibility. Searching in there. That part. We're going to, yeah, this is going to be a small raid. I'm still a little bit reluctant. There still seem to be some units there, and I'm aware that Hell is actually an armoured commander, and that's why I'm really quite worried about this. About trying anything. It's for that reason. What I'm going to do, actually, is split off these into three and two, so that even if this does go horrifically badly, I'm not going to lose some transports unnecessarily. I should be moving faster here. I should really be making this strike before they've had a chance to. I'm just concerned that that's an MP. That's quite reassuring. My tactical wing can come and support, and what we will do is we'll do a ground strike just to find out what they've got here. Yeah, see, look, these ships are ripped up, and I really want to take them out. We can punch through this. I know we can punch through this. So what we're going to do is cancel that. Make sure these are on passive move order. Ineffective bombing of Endom. Not really, we're not really trying. This is just a scouting mission. Damn you, Hearts of Iron. We'll take manpower now, so we're not going to need as much manpower quite yet. I knew this would be a bad idea. No, it's the artillery, that's what it is. Well, that was a bit like Dieppe. We're going home. Ah, but we brought them out. We drew them out. Delhi has taken some quite significant hits. They are gunning straight for our destroyer flotilla, for our transport flotilla. So I'm going to pull them out immediately. I'm going to send in my tactical group to support a naval strike if I can. Carrier air groups just in range. We're sending them in as well. I really want these guys to go out. Get out of here. I can't afford them to. I can't afford to lose these. Luckily, the Battle of Frisian Coast is definitely going very much in my way. Delhi, we might lose, but I think we might have sunk more than they. Yes, we sunk 2 ships. That is a success there. Slightly, we definitely need to pull out Delhi. Delhi is pretty ripped up. Delhi, I'm going to send back to Portsmouth as a safe harbour. Transports going the hell out of here. You know, as they do. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. You probably all think I'm crap now I tried that. Those are trades on the same continent, so we don't need to use convoys for them, which is why I'm accepting them without even looking at what they are. Come on, join me. You know you want to. I'm cool. No, I suppose not. Well, what sunk what? Shall we have a look? Well, our battleships didn't sink anything. The heavy cruisers got it. So, HMS Effingham sunk KMS Deutschland. Oh, we've got another major conflict here. Look at this. This is a massive conflict. They are sending out their battle cruisers. These are pre-1914 battle cruisers, and they suck. They can't stand up to our firepower, and they're going down. Which is even more the reason why I actually want to take down Emden. It's because I know they have lots of damaged ships in there. I know I could recall my Royal Marines from Malta. Malta Command. Oh, that's just a garrison. Oh yeah. So the war has finally started. I should have ended this episode when war started, but that's boring. I'm not going to do that. Well, I'm enjoying this. This is good fun. You're all sharing my experience. I'm going to take this fleet back to Lowestoft. I'm going to reinforce it using ships in the reserve fleet. It's not I'm particularly worried about these being sunk. It's simply that I know that there's a greater possibility of that. I could even swap out my damaged capital ships, but there aren't many of them. Sussex I will take out. Shropshire I'll take out. Dauntless, Dundon and Dispatch I'll also take out. I'll see what I can rustle up from elsewhere. I really want to take down those fleets. I want to see how close... I can't do that. That's a shame. That is a shame. Well, I'm tempted to pull out my carrier fleet from the Med. Yeah, I am going to do that. And the reason I'm going to do that is because... Well, firstly, I'm not at war with Italy, so it seems a little bit perverse to be actually sending my main fleet out against Italy, and I'm not even at war with them. I'm just spreading out my infantry here. I want a bit more front coverage if there is an invasion. So Lowestoft is not a massive port, so I'm going to swap out my ships here which are damaged. Just any of the ones that I think are an immediate risk. Well, not an immediate risk, but are at a potential risk of being... what is this? This is the second battleship. And don't forget to do this, by the way, guys. It's quite important. It makes a significant difference. So we're swapping out. What am I swapping out? Tell me what I'm swapping out. 2 heavy cruisers and 2 light cruisers. Doesn't really matter. They're all the same tech. Which ones I say 10 out. So we're going to use these to reinforce my second battle fleet. I really wish that raid had worked. It would have been good. Emden, I forgot, is a marshland. Well, they've changed it into plains. That's slightly frustrated by that, to be honest. I'm going to stop them from doing that for now. No need. I'm going to stop these guys from doing this as well. These guys definitely need to repair up. Reserve fleet is just sitting pretty at the moment. I will just let them sit pretty, and we'll send out the second battle fleet again. We have 5 screens, 5 light cruisers, sufficient, I think. Oh, actually, we lost a second one because we swapped out Delhi, didn't we? So we're sending Cardiff instead. Where's my carrier? There they are. Now, I hope they haven't changed the stats for carrier air groups, because I know they've changed the stats for a few things, and carrier air groups is one of the things I really don't want to lose. I'm wondering what they got in Hamburg. They have some ships in Hamburg. And I know you're probably all thinking, oh, he's so worried about the Kriegsmarine, and it's really not a threat. But if the what I sink in Germany means the less I have to fight elsewhere. So, you know, the less I need to worry about keeping things in reserve in Britain, because if I sink... Well, I did get one of their battle cruisers. And I got 2 of their heavy cruisers, I think. I believe. I think that's what I got. I like to play a war on very slow speeds, by the way. You know, even in Speed 1, things happen relatively fast. And you know, it's just important to make sure that, you know, you're not losing anything, you're not neglecting anything. Oh, I closed my log. I shouldn't have done that. 4th of September. We're still trying that. No, I thought I cancelled that order. Well, the good thing is we haven't taken any convoy losses yet. I'm wondering if my anti-submarine fleets have even encountered enemy subs at all. The only no combat that seems to have happened so far is on the Frisian coast. That would have been funny, but also would have done something totally wrong. Whoa! Germany seems intent on garrisoning the Maginot Line. Now, with stacks like that, they may actually be able to punch through with horrific casualties. We can see that Poland is losing. They lost Krakow, they lost Katowice, I can't say it. Lodz is under threat. Warsaw is under threat. I mean, with armour here, motorised here, you know, and motorised here, you know, there's quite a lot of threat, really. Oh, look! They're sending out some naval ships from naval bombers to attack us. And here we go, French carrier air groups and our own land-based fighters against this enemy naval force, or whatever it is, I suppose. They don't stand a chance. One multi-role can't stand up to 3 interceptors and some multi-rolls and a carrier air group chucked in as well. We're not going to sell. That's the point. We might stop selling supplies to the United States of America. I would like to free up some IC to invest it elsewhere, so we can scale this back to only 20 in supplies for now, because we can build supplies relatively quickly, but building units is much slower. It's a much slower process. So we've got another 4 or so IC that we can do something with. We can't do much with. We definitely can't do much with that. We'll probably build some light armour. Light armour and marines, always a good combination. Light armour, motorised. So we'll build one of those. Armour, remember, becomes much more expensive once you start a war, which is why you should always aspire to... I'm annoyed I didn't intercept those earlier. I should definitely have my interceptors on a intercept before that. I'm going to swap out Resolution, Effingham and Exeter. There's just no point. No point keeping them in combat. So we're losing 2 CAs and 1 BB. I know you're just thinking, oh, he's just cutting up his reserve fleet. Well, that's kind of the purpose of the reserve fleet, to be honest. That's why it's there. And what I'm going to do this time is actually send my damaged units up to the reserve fleet. So it seems a fair deal, doesn't it? You know, if you get our brand new units and we get your damaged, deorganised units, then, you know, that's a fair deal. I'm quite pleased the French Navy is joining in. They seem to be doing what I was planning, which is a Baltic operation. I hope my carriers aren't too far away. I'd really like them. I really like them now. I'd like them to do some convoy to port strikes. Carrier air groups are good at port strikes. Not great at port strikes, mind you. I'm going to adjust our build priorities. Do they need adjusting? Well, these were finished so soon anyway that I'm not overly concerned about them. I don't think I'm happy with that, to be honest. Should be speeding up. Just for now. Well, you saw what happened there when only two enemy wings, two enemy naval bomber wings, and the impact they had on my fleet. So, you know, you do need to be somewhat worried, or somewhat concerned about anti-air defense and things like that. You know, they do even small numbers of. I'm going to put these in. No, I need them to upgrade. Yeah. Even small numbers of enemy anti-ship units, any anti-ship air wings in particular, can do a significant amount of damage. So you need to worry about them. You need to always make sure that your battleships have at least up-to-date anti-air stats, that they haven't got a huge hull penalty, so they can manoeuvre, and in all cases that they are in range of land-based fighter support. You know, as you saw there. You know, although the French were helping with their carrier air group, you know, it was really what the land-based fighters I had in Norwich which saved their arse. You can see Iraq here sending their biplanes to help out. I'd like to sally forth again, but they aren't sending anything forward. And what I'm actually going to do is, rather than keeping these just patrolling here, is actually patrol here. Patrol very close into Germany. The closer I can stay to Germany, the closer I can keep units in range of Germany, you know, the better, really. We want to stop them in Germany, not in Britain. I mean, yeah, these destroyer flotillas really help. Just take old tech destroyers, and they have eyes. You know, that's what they're useful for. They're not useful for much else. Alright, okay, our carrier fleet is here. I'm not quite so concerned about sending this out, so I will just send it out immediately. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And remember, I have spare carrier air groups I can swap in if I need them. And this is where we find out whether they've adjusted the stacking penalty for carrier air groups or not. So we're going to go into a port strike immediately to see what's happening in Emden. See, look, yes, it seems to be. I wonder if they've updated that for naval combat or not, but a minus 40% stacking penalty is quite significant, so we're going to take some of these units out immediately. Leave one unit bombing. I reckon we can at least get a few screens in Emden. No, I told you to stop. Sorry. It can get a bit glitchy. Well, Ethiopia is mobilising again. I can rage quit. I reckon we're going to get some destroyers here. We might even get a light cruiser. Port strike is another very good mission that lots of people neglect. I mean, I was quite ambitious of my initial raid, I do admit. Come on, retreat out of there. I told you to retreat. This is annoying. These guys have got torn up, so I'm going to cycle in some reserves. Battle of Emden. It's annoying they're just out of range of my own land-based fighter support. These guys are damaged, so they're just going to go on to carrier air group duty. And I'm going to send a new wing, you know, just see what we can sink. Actually, that's a point. The naval base might be destroyed soon, so they might have to be forced to rebase. In which case, I'll send out a battle fleet to intercept them. Oh crap! I keep clicking that. I don't mean to. Sorry. Sorry for the profanity as well. By the way, I don't swear a lot. I get angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. I don't get angry, actually. I'm a really calm person. The only people I get angry at are everyone. Yeah. This is quite fun, it has to be said. Germany, the Kriegsmarine is no match for the Royal Navy at all. Especially if it's managed in any way at all. Managed being, like, someone actually makes an effort. I know that they're intercepting me. I know that's hurting quite a lot. my interceptors just don't quite have the range to get there, and it's so frustrating because they would help such a lot if they could get in there. But I am going to persist with the thought strike for now. You can see we're just about to get Admiral Scheer and Karl Ruhr. I would like to get Schlesien too, but I don't think we'll make it. You probably noticed that we've already sunk some ships in port. Just some destroyers. No, that's just some destroyers so far, actually. But definitely quite impressed by the performance of my carrier air groups here. Even in enemy territory with anti-aircraft defences and air cover, you know, they are doing quite well. Out of range of my own air cover as well. I mean, remember the British strike on Taranto was the one that destroyed the in port. Was the one? This was the strike that really destroyed the Kriegsmarine, and it was one of the big turning points in the Mediterranean. And although I won't liken the road on Emden to be quite the same, you know, it's helping. It's definitely helping. Oh, I just want Admiral Scheer to die. It's so close. It's so close. How many bombings I've performed now? You can see I've bombed the province 14 times in the last week. That's a lot of times. It's no wonder that these ships are getting close to dying now. You know, they were obviously in battle with my battle fleet beforehand. Come on, guys. They must have been deorganised, yeah. Well, it's up to these guys. The last people. Yep, we got one of their heavy cruisers, and we just got another one. It's a decimation. It really is. This is just very poor. Yeah, we'll take Siam's offer of transit rights. Never deny transit rights. Well, this is just about the only support I can offer to France right now, or Poland. I can sink the navy. Admittedly, I will say that it's not really. Yes, we got a Southampton class. I'm just going to let that organise for now. I'm going to put it in Hull, actually. I'm just going to let it organise before I start swapping it into any of my fleets. I don't know whether to put it in with my carrier fleet or my battle fleets yet. I think for a moment I'm going to put it in a battle fleet. Probably the first battle fleet. Keep my best ships with my best ships. Yeah, so here we go. They're intercepting us now, and then we're going to get messy. I just wish I could finish off that battle cruiser. You know, I know it's old and useless, but it helps. Sinking anything is good. Ships take such a long time to build that to replace these losses would be quite bad for Germany. Quite a long time. Well, this will probably be the last raid we can get off. Oh, we have sunk that battle cruiser now. Colne looks like it's just about going to get away. Sorry. So we've just finished up some Southampton class cruisers there. I'm quite tempted to put in. What am I building? Let's look at our queue. We're investing a lot in the army, but not enough in the air force, I would say. So we're going to put in a multi-role, just to see if we can build up. Oh, I think we might got them all. Yep. So that's it. We sunk everything in Emden. So that was a big loss for Germany there. We can see what we sunk. Karl Ruhr was sunk by Courageous. Furious has definitely got off to a flying start. Schlesien, Colne, Admiral Scheer, Emden have all been sunk. That's tech level 2, that's tech level 3, I know that. Glorious did less well, they only just sunk some destroyers, and Ark Royal did crap, they didn't sink anything. So, because these guys will need to recover, I'm going to put them back in Portsmouth, because of course, carrier air groups actually repair as fast as they would in an airbase if the fleet is based on, if this makes any sense at all, is in a in a naval base. But whereas normally they repair very, very slowly. I'm going to retreat my my battle fleet back to Dover. There's no point having it out there just exposed. I do feel as if I've just scored quite a big victory over Germany. I know I'm overplaying it. That is quite a large contingent of the starting Kriegsmarine, however, and they will find it quite difficult just to come back from that. Nationalist China didn't even manage to sink a single vessel of the IJN, but that's to be expected, really. I'm just going to bunk up our reinforcement at necessary. You're not going to waste any, actually. Poland is still lasting out. They've lasted probably about 25 days, I reckon it is, which is a half decent amount of time for Poland to last. I have killed them in about 4 or 5 days before using paratroopers, but there's very little that you can't kill in 4 or 5 days without using paratroopers, to be brutally honest. I'm wondering if I've managed to open a little window for my strategic bombers. We're going to bomb Essen this time. Might just do it once or twice, because I know their interceptors were a little bit damaged during the fight over Emden. You can see they are intercepting us. I'm getting out. I'm going to get out of there. Get out of there, guys. Oh shit, they've intercepted us over Emden. Yeah, well, we did okay. We did some damage. I want to keep that at 20. Damn you, need. You're too tempting to press. Now, I'd like to scout out what Italy has. Taranto, unsurprisingly, has quite a large force in it, with battle some heavy cruisers. What's moving? What's moving? Something's moving. That's all for me. No. I'm going either hallucinating or just insane. Well, that's all I can see for now. Better make sure they haven't reinforced this position. No, they haven't. Oh, there we are. A battle... Well, that's a battle fleet for certain. That battle fleet... Yeah, I don't know. They often build... Italy often builds some modern battle fleets, and they start off with some old battle fleets as well. Battleships and stuff. So whether they are old or new, I can't tell. It's impossible to tell. So it's so tempting to declare war on them. And what I'd love to do for my first action would be a successful repeat of what I tried in Emden, which is to raid these two provinces and attack Venice and destroy this fleet before they have a chance to retreat to Trieste or something. That sounds very ambitious, and I don't think that would work. I'm not overly scared of Italy either. We'll see how our repairs are getting on. These ships are almost done. I'm just going to place these straight into the reserve fleet. But where is my reserve fleet? It's gone. What did I do with my reserve fleet? Who remembers? There it is. I've got it on I forgot I had it on intercept. I was really worried I disbanded it or something. Canada, like, I've invited you into the Allies twice now. You don't want to join. And now you want to align yourself. Well, that's hilarious. They're aligning themselves, but yeah, they don't want to join. We morally support you, but not in reality. Oh, I can invite South Africa. South Africa, of course, being there with their insane strategy of building, like, nothing. Let's see if the Commonwealth don't want to join me. I'll make you join. You will join. Ah, I can't declare war until I've got a diplomat. So, well, Germany conquered Poland. I have to say I'm quite surprised by that. Germany is usually turned back at the gates of Warsaw. I don't know. I tell you, you won't intercept anything out here. Yeah, battle. This fleet. What it's trying to do is trying to intercept enemy. It's seeing a submarine flotilla out here somewhere, and it's not going to find them because it hasn't got any destroyers and it hasn't got any carriers, so there's no way it's going to find them. Wilhelmshaven. I wonder if they have stronger anti-aircraft. Well, actually, I don't even want to try that. It would be suicide to try and repeat what I did. Hamburg has some things in it. That's my intel there. Hamburg has some things in it. I'm wondering if I can just kill a division anywhere. No, I can't. Well, at the moment I know I'm being a bit passive, but I'm sort of being forced to, you know, there's not much I can do. I can't invade Germany and the north coast, it's too strong. Terrain is not very advantageous to us. I would reinforce these islands of Denmark if Germany invaded them, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So I realise I've been going on for quite a long time again. I hope you don't mind these long episodes, guys. I actually prefer them. I know I feel like my commentary gets worse, but I think because I cover more, it feels more natural. It feels more like I was playing a game. Oh no, the bastards! No, go that way. Well, we're not going to find anything here. I said that, and there they are. There they are. There the buggers are. Get them! Oh, damn. I'm trying really hard to sink one flotilla or something. It might be fun submarine. Come on, kill them! Oh! When they convoy raid, that's would be hilarious if it works. Ha! Yes! I can't believe that. It's hilarious. I said when immediately after some submarines have finished some convoy raiding, have intercepted one of your... Whoa! I've never seen this one before. Well, I'll take the leadership modifier because there's no point having descent change because it's already at 0. So I might pursue. I'll see if I can pursue. I doubt I'll be able to pursue them. Yes, immediately after enemy convoy raider has sunk one of your convoys, or even one convoy, their visibility increases dramatically. So that was why I wanted to pounce on them immediately after I saw them, because I knew that they were there. I knew that they were there, and I knew that I had a much greater chance of spotting them. I just noticed that there were some ships flying around, boats flying around. Not boats. Boats don't fly around. Even flying boats don't. Oh. Look at these super stacks. Well, they're not really super stacks. They're just stacks. Oh, I gotta go, guys. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.